as well as two lovable old ladies who use a secret recipe to make fruit cakes. Everyone will find holiday cheer in this warm, happy theatrical production.
All right, we also have December Paint and Sip, a Kickin' Christmas. Looks like my line of work. Wednesday, December 17th at 6 p.m. That's fun. All right, we're blending Western style with holiday cheer as we guide you through painting a festive cowboy boot. No experience necessary, just come ready to have fun. A selection of drinks will be available for purchase to keep your holiday spirits bright and your gardens.
The next is the Nutcracker. This Saturday, December 20th at 1 p.m. This winter recital includes a dance performance, choir performance, and orchestra performance for children ranging in age from 2 to 9 years old.
All right, we also have the Children's Winter Art Camp. That's going to be Monday, December 29th through Wednesday, December 30th at 9:30 a.m. To give your child a creative winter break, this 3-day art adventure for kids aged 6 to 12 is focused on imaginative holiday projects.
Saturday, Make and Take Arts on the Saturday, January the 3rd from 9 a.m. to 12 noon. Bring your family to Coppell Arts Center anytime between 9 a.m. to noon on the first Saturday of every month for a free Make and Take craft for children 3 to 12.
All right, and the last of our announcements for the Art Center, we have Stomp on Sunday, January 11th at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. Stomp is an explosive, provocative, sophisticated, utterly unique, and appeals to audiences of all ages. The 8-member troupe uses everything but conventional percussion instruments: matchboxes, wooden poles, brooms, garbage cans, Zippo lighters, hubcaps to fill the stage with magnificent rhythms. The return of the percussive hit also brings some new surprises, with some sections of the show now updated and restructured, and the addition of two new full-scale routines utilizing props like tractor, tire inner tubes, and paint cans. So lots of things to make Stomp sequence. All right. Also, I want to let you guys know about a couple things from our last city council meeting. Just kind of looking through, wanted to make sure that you guys were aware that the city, we were able to recertify our ISO Class 1 rating for our fire department, which is a huge accomplishment. That means that not only are we providing great services throughout our city, it also, the ISO rating allows us to have the lowest insurance rates available for your home as well. And we are one of very few, what they say, like 50 to 60 departments within the entire state that has that ISO Class 1 rating. So huge congratulations to our fire department. We also did a couple of things. Oh, this is very interesting. We approved funds for remodel of the council chambers. And if you guys are, if you've been in the council chambers before, you guys know how it's kind of set up. There's that like center aisle with the weird uneven steps that islands are on sometimes. So we're actually going from the weird, pattern stuff to more of a sloping type thing. So it's going to be way better for ADA compliance. The ramp that we have kind of on the side, there's that hard 90-degree turn. When my son was in a wheelchair when he broke his leg when I got sworn in, we had to get him down that ramp, and it was actually pretty cumbersome. So we're really excited about this remodel because it's going to make the council chambers more accessible and more friendly for all residents. So we're very excited about that. If there's anything you want to talk about as well, let me know. I'm just going to scan through real fast.
So while Kevin is looking up, some of you attended the Wetters Reclaim Memorial, the Royal Oaks Memorial. It was a fantastic event. It was the most well-attended event in the last several years. Hopefully, if you do not participate this year, please show up for the next year.
I think the only thing, the other big action we did was we approved a new corporate headquarters for a company called Terra. They have a brand called Tree Hut and Baby Magic. I was actually at Target the other day, and there was like this big display, every bottle of it says bottled and distributed from Coppell, Texas. So it's kind of cool that it says that. But we approved a new corporate headquarters for them, and we're stealing some jobs from South Lake and Fort Worth and bringing them right here to Coppell. So we're very excited about that. So that's good stuff. I think that's pretty much it. All right, if anybody has any questions about what's going on in the city, we have our first right here.
You mentioned two things. To change the date for the holiday for our trash pickup, will be Thursday, Friday, thank you for that. And then you talked about, change your date. Yeah. Normally get it on Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, thank you. You mentioned that we're getting a price hike.
Yes.
Okay. But what you didn't touch on is where, well, it's part of that same story. Where's our trash cans that we're talking about?
So that new, so this is the last year of that 5-year contract that we have. So coming in the fall is when we're going to start preparing for the new contract that's going to take effect in 27. Does that make sense? Like, that's how far ahead we have to plan for this. But what will happen is they'll start announcing all the logistics, but carts are coming, they're going to replace the trash cans, just like we have a recycle cart, we're going to have a trash cart. So that'll be coming out in the fall. Everybody will get a new cart delivered and stuff. It's next. No, that's just how far ahead we have to plan. Okay, I got you. I didn't say that. You
The sun ain't coming out yet.
Yeah, I got a question about the dog park.
Okay.
How was it progressing? I went by there and it doesn't look like it's done anything.
So it may not look like it's progressing because we've had to do a lot of drainage work. If you guys had ever visited the dog park, there was a lot of standing water that would happen at the dog park. So a lot of it is work to get the drainage right. So that's why it doesn't look flashy yet or anything. But a lot of that infrastructure work has been done so we can prepare the lake and turf and all that stuff. And obviously we expanded the dog park a little bit, so we're encompassing that. But it's like the not real sexy looking work that has to be done, kind of behind the scenes. So when we get everything installed, it'll look real nice, it'll drain nice, it'll be better. And then we'll be able to rotate the paddock so we can recover the grass and stuff. So that's part of the expansive plan of the dog parks. We're really excited about all that. So that I don't know. I'm supposed to nobody would ask me that, but I think it's sometime in the spring that it gets supposed to late winter, spring, until. Okay, all right. You're supposed to help me out when I don't know stuff.
I would if I had known the answer to that. While we are on the topic of dog park, maybe Jeff can give us an update. The differently abled playground right next to the dog park, the ADA compliant park right next to the dog park is also progressing as planned. The Parks and Rec is getting ready to come back to us with a name recommendation. And maybe Jeff should talk about that.
Yeah, I think Jeff should announce this. I'm actually really excited about this. I forgot about this.
So first, the dog park, right now they're saying March, April timeframe. The dog park, something, so I think they got into stuff with the playground thing last week.
They finally come in.
I think it finally came in, inclusive playground. So yes, we're submitting, I don't know if they've already submitted or coming up.
We have caught word.
You've caught word,
You
yes.
guys are submitting to us.
The guys coming on 13th, January 13th.
January 13th, that's correct. It's coming January 13th before we present to them a proposed name to the new all-inclusive playground. And we had a group of people on the board that did a fabulous job coming up. They actually got the person. I don't know if any of you know Candy Sheehan. She's been there of the city back in the late 90s. She's done all sorts of stuff. She has a son in that proponent for an all-inclusive playground for people in need. And so, and her whole family came from England away fairly recently. And so what they decided to propose was to name it the Sheehan Family Playground. Can't remember if there's another word there. It is Sheehan Family Playground in honor of her efforts that she has done pretty much her whole life for supporting people in need. And this is our first all-inclusive playground. And we thought it was very fitting. We hope the council agrees to February 13th.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that's gonna be a big fat yes for me. I love it, so.
Thank you, Jeff. While we're waiting on another question, Kevin, I have a question for you. Can you give us a quick 30,000 feet update on what's going on with the school district?
Oh, yeah. As liaison to Coppell ISD, I try to attend as many meetings as I can. I was at the school board meeting this past Monday. There were several bond projects that were approved by the board. There is the second phase of the Coppell Middle School North bond project that was approved. There was an update. You guys know the dome at Coppell, I guess it's the 9th Center now, but it used to be the high school and it was west. So they are doing a really, really cool thing with the theater inside. They're actually going to get rid of the traditional kind of stage and all the chairs and stuff, and they're creating this modular type of it's almost like a black box type of theater, but one of the rows of seating will be able to move and it'll be a flexible performance space. It's going to really, really elevate the theater experience. Full disclosure, I have a daughter at Coppell High School Theater, so I'm all for it. I think it's going to be really, really cool. There was they are moving forward with they use the word modernization of Lakeside Elementary, so that is happening as well. Yes, really interesting. So, they also approved the bond money to rework T Hall at Coppell High School, so the new tech program can move into that Coppell High School facility. And then they're going to use, while they're working on Lakeside, the students at Lakeside Elementary are going to be moving into the new tech building, which if you're a long timer, you guys know that was the original Lee Elementary. So the kids are going to be housed at the new tech building. For 1 year, they're going to do a little bit of work in there to make it good for elementary kids, and then once they're working on the building, then they'll move back in 2027. I believe is that. So, but yeah, that was kind of the big discussion at the school board meeting.
Another quick update. The city of Coppell had a fantastic holiday parade and tree lighting ceremony. I hope most of you were there. If not, you missed a really great show. Please make it a point to attend it next year.
Just ignore the drone that you saw falling out of the sky. That it was a big part of the artwork there, which is why we always do it over the woods, so nobody gets hit by a drone. Ignore that. So, any other questions?
Thank you for bringing the microphone over.
Yes, sir.
The McDonald's store on the southeast corner of Sand Lake and is closing down January 18th.
That sounds about right.
And they're going to hold out there?
That's correct.
Okay. Do you know what's going to go in there? No, okay. The store goes on that corner.
No, they are, so he's asking about the McDonald's on Denton Tap Road. So they're going to be closing that McDonald's down. They're going to completely level the building and rebuild the brand new McDonald's. Yeah, so, but they're modernizing the building. That building has been there since I moved here in '97. And if you guys remember back in the day, there was the trolley car with everybody had birthday parties and stuff. They did kind of a refresh, but this is going to be a complete, they're going to take the building down to the foundation and completely rebuild it. We were told 6 months, is that right? So it's supposed to take about 6 months, about 6 months. They don't build like Chick-fil-A. You guys live in Louisville, they have that thing, quick. So, but yeah. But you guys, we have another McDonald's in Coppell. It's a great opportunity to visit our southeast side of our city, so you can go visit that one. There are McDonald's in Louisville and stuff. I highly suggest you guys still frequent a